Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for sharing your time with us tonight. First in your news, celebrating Canada. All the more fun this time around because the weather actually agreed with many people's plans. Our Nicole Weisberg now with the colorful Canada Day story. The situation here in Fort McMurray is unprecedented. City officials say the Hanging Stone River has never been this high before. Now, so far, the river is raging on. It has eaten away at about 8 meters of both land and road. And you know what, Aaron? The fire continues to burn in a rural field south of Spruce Grove, and a big reason for that, as you mentioned, the whipping winds at about 50 to 60 kilometers right now. Good evening, everyone. For the first time, people in High River are getting a close-up glimpse of the damage done. Nearly half of all people living in the shattered community are back tonight. CTV's Kevin Fleming leads the news. Daryl, you can probably hear all of the noise going on right now. That is because the cleanup continues. They are still scrambling to get what little water is left out of here. I'm working with photojournalist Dave Mitchell. I'm just going to have him come in and give you guys a shot of just the road has been carved out here. The evacuated community of Lodgepole, have a look. The fire department is right there. Here is a playground. Just a few meters away is the general store, but there's not a person to be found. Disturbing details are emerging about a drug bust at Boonstock that netted police with some surprising finds. Amanda Anderson now with how it all went down. The concern right here, right now, is the water will continue to erode the riverbank, threatening this stretch of land that could give way at any time. The evacuation order will remain in effect, we're told, for at least another 48 hours. So if the change goes through, the next time you hop into a cab, the fare will still start off at $3.60. But what will change is how far you go before more money will be tacked on. All right, so Churchill Square is already hopping with activity, but the folks across the way at City Hall are trying to figure out if more needs to be done to the square to spice it up a bit. Summer vacation not only for the kids, but it's also a chance for the teachers to take a break and kick back and relax. During the early hours on Tuesday, Keano College was rushed by a storm of water from the Hanging Stone River. This parking lot affected, but also several other buildings. And at one point, more than 100 students living here on campus were told to leave.
We just didn't expect it that fast.
The water gushing into this building so quickly, there wasn't much Bob Hiltzy could do but stand by and watch it all happen.
And literally this entire facility flooded within 30 minutes.
An early wake-up call for the school's president, who was told what happened. He arrived to find the muddy mess.
You know, you can't stop Mother Nature.
The rushing rapids tearing away at the road just steps from this woman's house.
I spent all day yesterday watching the riverbank collapse.
Now she'll have to do that behind a roadblock, wondering if her home will still be there when she gets back.
Once you're out, you're not getting back in until it's been lifted.
It is the state of emergency the city is under. Police banging on doors, telling people here to leave, saying the road could crumble at any moment.
We came out here to see just how much danger we were in.
That danger clear for those who live along this river.
Now it's like 10 feet deep.
Many watch on, worried what more damage the rising rapids will do. Trees ripped up and carried by the strong current, too terrifying for some.
It's just this massive cracking noise, unlike anything. I mean, you know, you hear a twig snapping, but for anything that big, it's just like almost a thundering crack.
Back at the college, it's still time to mop up the mess. Students told to leave, however, still can't come back. The cleanup will continue into Wednesday as well and could possibly go further than that. College officials say damage could be at least $1 million. People in the community of Fort McMurray are also watching the weather forecast carefully with more rain in store. They know it could take a turn for the worse. Reporting from Fort McMurray, Jeff Harrington, CTV News.